Hey everyone, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Big stuff going on. You gotta believe me when I tell you. Big stuff. Hey everyone, hey in the chat, how you doing? Welcome. This is gonna be a quick stream. I just didn't feel like making a video of it. So, you know, this is just the way it goes. We just go right into this. We just do our video this way, make it live. Let's do it live. Let's do it live. As Bill O'Reilly once might have said. Still congested a little bit. How are you guys? Maxter Pieces here. Matt Nassim, what's going on? Nothing really. Matt Nassim says, I'm intrigued. You should be intrigued. This is fascinating stuff. Bagel Boss, badass, takes it back live. This is important. This is very important. Cam1138 says, what's up? What's up, pie man? Nothing. I haven't had a pie. Brian Neeren, hello EVS. We got a new member, Jonk. Hey, thank you for joining, man. Jonk is joining the channel. If you want to join the channel too, just hit that join button there. It's hot today. It's 88 degrees out. Crazy. Why is it so hot? Why does it have to be so muggy here in beautiful New Jersey? I'd like it to just be a nice moderate temperature, something like 70, maybe a 68, something like that. That would be good. But we're doing a live stream here at 2:48 in the afternoon, and let's talk about the Bagel Man. Let's talk about the Bagel Man, shall we? You know, maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to discuss what happens when you're a Bagel Man and you're little. You're a little guy. It's not easy being short. Can't be easy being short. I can't even imagine. I'm a massive 6 feet tall. I look down on people that are 5 feet. I mean, not you know, just actually factually, you know, just anatomically. I look down on them. I can't help it. I feel bad for them though. A new member says Louis. A new member is Louis Fillet. Louis Fillet, thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate you. I look down on him. I feel bad about it. This guy's got to go through his whole life feeling like half a man. Now, people call. I think the medical term for this is manlet. People call them manlets because they are smaller versions of human men. And this guy, he's been a manlet his whole life, presumably, and he's had enough of it. He's just had enough of it. Monkey D. Camp says, all afternoon, Uncle E. Hope you're doing all righty today. I'm good. Thank you. And thank you for $5. Appreciate that, Deb. So he had an epic meltdown. Somebody was there to record it on tape. And that's the sad part here. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's viral. I mean, 100,000 people have watched this at this point. All right, let's take a look at this just in case you haven't seen it. Why do people still film vertically? Turn your camera horizontally. It's not the year 2007. Learn how to use your iPhone. What is the matter with people? And then you got to just fill it in with blurry on this side, blurry on that side. I feel like there are naked people to the right and to the left, and I'm not allowed to see them. I'm tired of it. All right, let's go.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet" on dating sites?
Okay, now this guy's mad, and I'll tell you. You know, this woman said, "Why isn't it okay?" He says, "Why isn't it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 foot on dating sites?" This guy's on dating sites. He's trying to find love. It's not easy to find love when you're 5 feet tall. You're looking in all the wrong places. When you're that little, you're looking in all the wrong places for love. So he's very, very angry. This guy is angry. Now, this is what you're witnessing now is you're witnessing the moment when this man snaps and he becomes who he was always meant to be. And you're going to find out. I'm going to show you exactly what happens. I'm going to show you what happens to this man. Kelsey Shannon's here. Kelsey says, I was laughing because he's dressed like Pugsley Adams. He didn't mean to, Kelsey. He didn't realize that about himself. Normally, he dresses like one of the Peanuts characters, and that looks fine, too. Today, it's Pugsley Adams. Paul Kepu, thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate it. All right, yeah. By the way, yeah, it is kind of ironic that whoever filmed this filmed it vertically, you know. That's just to rub it in a little bit. It's like, yeah, some people have no problem, you know, vertically. This guy does. All right, let's keep watching.
You should be dead. That's okay.
Whoa. So what happened? He said, you're 5 feet tall. You should be dead. And he threw down his free Village paper. He threw it down. Two Hands said, Hail Caesar, that video made it on Hannity last night. Oh, I know, but I've got more video for you that you may not have seen. I've got more video that you may not have seen yet. I know Hannity was talking about this. Most people are coming to me going, yo, Cecil made it on the news. And I thought Cecil really did make it on the news. But Cecil didn't make it on the news. It's this guy. Cecil had fun with people. I had weirdos on Twitter who, like, some of them were like, yeah, I kind of feel bad for this guy. But then I noticed that this guy did a 5-hour live stream with Ethan Van Sciver, the most sexist motherfucker on the face of the earth. So fuck him. And I was like, whoa, that's the problem. Like, this guy's taking the brunt of Cecil's crimes. Excuse my language, but I mean, that's how they act. That's how SJWs act. You know, it's like they thought when Cecil said, I am this guy's my guy, he did it as a troll. People really believed them. People really, truly believed them. It isn't Cecil. Cecil's got to be. By the way, the only reason Cecil said this was him was the guy's skinny. Cecil would rather be skinny and like 5 feet tall than 6 feet tall and look the way he does. That's all it is. All right, let's look at this.
That's you here, nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up?
You know who he looks like? He looks like Better Call Saul. He looks a little bit like Better Call Saul, doesn't he? Hold on. Look at his face here. What is that guy's name? The Better Call Saul guy. What's that actor's name? I can't remember. Yeah, but in any case, look at him.
Said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip.
Guys, like, calm down. Dude, calm down. A new member. Welcome, Thunderbird. Thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate it. Bob Odenkirk. He looks a little like a short Bob Odenkirk. Like he's a Bob Odenkirk character. Interesting. Interesting. Look at him a little closer. I mean, he does look like Bob Odenkirk to me. Or he'd be like Bob Odenkirk's, I don't know, little brother or something. Some people are saying, oh, yeah, it's an average head on a tiny body. He's like a pop figurine. He's like a pop figurine, people are saying. I think that's cruel. I don't think he looks like that at all. All right, let's keep watching.
Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
Whoa. Yeah, he says, you're not God or my father. And then he takes a minute and goes, or my boss. You're not God. You can't tell me to calm down. You're not God. You're not my father. You can't tell me to calm down. You're not my boss. All right?
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh?
Whoa. This is the problem right here when your nipples are brushing up against his genitals. You know, when you're trying to be tough and your nipples are the height of his genitals. It's hard for him not to laugh. Rhino4563 says, Uncle E, don't you think that's Joe Pesci's first cousin? No, they all talk like that up there. I know it's unusual for people who aren't from this area, but I mean, that, you know, Joe Pesci sounds normal to me. Joe Pesci's accent sounds kind of normal to me. You know, it's Long Island. It's, you know, all right.
I'm standing.
Whoa, he said.
You shut up too. He's like, no, okay?
I like the guy he goes, you shut up too. And somebody's like super aggro at him. Like not even a sense of humor. Just like, you shut the fuck up. He's like, you shut up. You shut the fuck up. Like the guy, whoever he's yelling at, he's had enough, dude. He has had enough of being yelled at by like grown-up Linus. He's had enough of it. And he's going to take some action in a second. All right?
Attack me.
Oh!
Oh my God!
It's a clumsy attack, by the way. And if you look at it, it's a little clumsy. I mean, it's something I would have been proud of. This frame right here, this is a keeper. This is the moment. If you look at this frame, you can see the initial attack happening here. This guy's in midair. This guy jumped like he was, what would you say? Like he jumped with his feet forward and he put his hands around his neck. He clearly wasn't expecting it. You see his face meat. His face meat is pushed up a little bit. You know, his arm is blurry. He's good. But I mean, this guy pounced on him like a bobcat. He pounced on him like a big, fat, bald bobcat. And you can see he's bald for like one frame. For one frame, you can see he's bald as he's humping this guy on the floor. This guy probably doesn't fight too many people. But it's just weird that he's in midair. Like, it's weird that he's in midair right now. His foot is up off the floor. God, that's weird. What a weird attack. I want to watch it again.
You shut up, too. No, go ahead and attack me.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
There you go. You can see his bald head. This is a big dude. I'm sorry, this kills me. This guy's like 7 feet tall. His entire body covers him up. Like, this poor little guy just disappears under this guy. He just disappears underneath him. Like, oh, it's so sad. What a sad life. Like, how humiliating. He finally felt like he was standing up for himself. And, you know, this is what he gets. This is what he gets. He gets leapt upon. Now, some people have been concerned about this video since they saw it. People have been asking questions. They want to know more about it. And fortunately, you know, this little fella came forward and he let us know, like, this was a life-changing experience for him. It's no, he's not Captain Chokeout. Frank the Bunny is like, that's Captain Chokeout. It's not Captain Chokeout. Captain Chokeout, like, he would have, if Captain Chokeout were here, he would have crept up. Like, first of all, he would have done it on his knees to be the same height as this guy, but he would have crept up behind him, and we would have been like, he would have been like, you shut the fuck. And before, like, just right when he said up, like, he would be in a chokehold already. Like, we'd be like, whoa, I didn't even see that guy back there. This guy leapt on him, man. This guy leapt on him like a panther and just covered him up. Oh, it's so uncomfortable to see men like the Greco-Roman wrestling here in a bagel shop. Humiliating. And this guy was fighting for his rights. All he wanted to say is, life is tough for me because I'm so short and people make fun of me and tell me what to do and give me dirty looks. And then he's got this big bald, I don't know, man. It's just, it was a bad day, but he has gotten the most he can possibly get out of it. Here he is now. He is the irate Bagel Boss customer. Well, I wanted to say alt-right. I want him to be the alt-right Bagel Boss customer, but he's the irate Bagel Boss customer. Have you guys seen this yet? Have you seen this guy talking about his experience? Because this is a big deal. Like, for him, he finally realized something, like, about himself. This is like, I don't know. It changed his life, and he realized his purpose from this. Absolutely loved it. John Hallman calls this Douchebag Sports Center, starring Ethan Van Sciver. Thank you very much. Dr. Meatball, Bagel Boy. People still think this is Cecil, but it isn't Cecil. How embarrassing, says Mars 10. You couldn't be more right. You couldn't be more right. All right, so I just feel bad for him. I don't know. Every time I look at him, I'm like, it had to have been rough. This is a face that demands to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? It's a face that demands to be taken seriously, and God put this head on a little cherub's body. You know what I mean? This guy, he's so small. He's a little tiny guy, and God did this to him, and it's not right. It's not funny. It's not fair. It's not funny. It's not fun. No, it's not fun. It's not funny. It's a little funny. All right, so let's hear what this guy has to say about it.
Tell me in your own words what happened yesterday morning.
The same thing that's happening all my life. People think they're better than you because they're taller than you or whatever. And I went in basically to order a bagel sandwich, and the Indian woman who had never helped me there before didn't seem to understand the concept of egg whites. So after saying it about 3 times, and I verified, she goes, "Okay, I understand." I says, "Okay, fine." Then she's
yeah, that is if yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. If an Indian woman, especially an Indian woman, didn't understand the concept of egg whites, And I had to explain it to her 4 times. And then when she turns around, she did
With a
this.
mouth and looking at people and smirking and laughing, and I started to feel like I would.
Yeah, I'd be mad too if an Indian woman was making fun of me because I was trying to explain what egg whites were, and she was like, "Yeah, but you're like 5 feet tall." I'd be sad. I'd be upset. I would be in the red. I'd be a little bit in the red. If I wasn't in the red, I'd be in the pink. You know, I'd be close. All right.
Was being maligned, or I was made felt like I was less of a person. And
You are less of a person, though. I mean, that's the weird thing. It's like he's like, I feel like I was less of a person. You are. I don't mean that. I don't mean that you have any less value unless we're talking about like your component parts. But like if somebody were buying, if someone were buying like Cecil, and you, like they would pay more for Cecil because they would get more for their money. You are literally less of a person than other people. And does that mean that they're better than you? I mean, he initially said people think that they're better than me because they're taller than me. Yeah, I think so. I think if people have more value, just if they were to sell your body parts, if they were to sell your body by the pound, yeah, those people would be in a way better than you because they're taller than you. It's just a thought. It's not the ultimate. It's something that I want you to. You shouldn't base your self-worth on it. Other people should. Other people should base your worth on that, not you. Other people should value you based on how much your body would go for on the black market. You shouldn't. You should be more concerned about your heart, which is probably also shorter than somebody who's 6 feet tall. There's some things to think about.
With their faces and they're degrading you and stuff. So finally I took it and I says, "Miss," I says, "what are you laughing at?" I says, "I'm a frequent here." So now they're acting like.
He says, "I'm a freak in here." Well, what he meant to say was, "I'm a frequent in here," but he said, "I'm a freak in here." That's what people heard, I think. All right. So already we're off to a bad start. Oh, we're off to a bad start.
They didn't do it, which got me mad. But then from that point on, that's when the people jumped in, and my whole life people feel that they could attack me. They could.
My whole life people feel like they could attack me. Yeah. Like physically attack you like that, dude. Like I wouldn't have believed you if you said that before, but I just saw, I don't know. It seems like I just saw the dude from The Office. Not Ricky Gervais, but his partner, his friend. What's that guy's name? Steve Merchant. It seems like I just saw Steve Merchant kick your. Well, he's not blonde enough, but big, tall dude, big, tall, gangly dude, just beat your ass. He felt like he could attack you. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with the idea that there are people who feel like they can attack you because look, here you are here. In 1 second, in a split second, you're going to be attacked by someone who feels like they can attack you. Right there. Boom. All right. So when he says, "I feel like my whole life people feel like they can attack me," I look at this and I go, you have a point. People do feel like they can attack you. Look at this guy. All right.
They would jump me from behind, punch.
He jumped you from it. They would jump me from behind. I'm sorry. Okay.
I had a guy cut in front of me years ago, and he pushed me when I asked him I was next. Why? Didn't say nothing. He just turned around and pushed me. It's been on a long time. Anyway, so the video basically takes over from that. But the big guy hit me, and I fell down like this. This is actually from yesterday.
Oh, that's messed up. I don't like that. I don't like to see that he was wounded. But this guy's carrying around a lot of pain. Omega Supreme with Cheese says Captain Chokeout landed a quality RNC. Bagel Boss guy just pounced on a smaller dude. Captain Choke has been trained. Yeah, I'll bet you anything that guy's a cop. I'm sure he's a police officer. I'm sure he's a police officer, the guy that did that. He was too skilled. He's way too skilled to do this. Some people are calling this guy Bobby Hill. That's messed up. He kind of does look like Bobby Hill. Yeah. Other people are checking out his YouTube channel. This guy is ugly inside and out. He's a degenerate. Well, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I mean, this guy has, I don't know. This guy has his own self-image, which is pretty unique.
Ground. That's the only hurt I got, really. I was really stunned. I went to the woods yesterday. I was taking my anger out on the trees with a bat, and I accidentally.
I'm sorry. That's too much information at some point. I went out to the woods. I was taking out my anger on the trees with a bat. That's something a 7-year-old does. Isn't that something a 7-year-old does? You go out in the woods with a stick, another stick, and you hit all the trees. You take out your I'm sorry. Oh my God. You didn't have to tell people that. You know, you don't have to, just because there's a microphone in front of your face doesn't mean you need to say things into it. I mean, just because that's what I do doesn't mean that's what you need to do. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, a lot of people are angry because they're tree huggers in here. A lot of people aren't happy about the beating up of the trees. People are saying, yeah, well, this guy is, he's the height of a 7-year-old, you know? So maybe that's okay. Yeah, you know what would be weird is if you saw like this guy from behind, like smacking the hell out of trees with a wiffle ball bat, and you were just like, oh, yeah. And then he turned around, you know what I mean? And he had Bob Odenkirk's head. Like, you'd be a little bit freaked out. If like you were watching a 7-year-old beat up trees and then he turned around and he had Bob Odenkirk's head, you'd be freaked out. Don't even say you wouldn't be. You know, you'd probably piss yourself. I would. I mean, laughing, but all right, let's go.
I hit my leg, but the bruise actually went down. But I hit my leg with a miniature Yankees bat.
The camera pans down to him rubbing his knee while he was out there smacking trees with a bat. While he was out there smacking trees with a bat, he hit his own knee, and you know the bruise. I'm sorry, the bruise went down. But you know, look, he's had. I don't know what the point of this was. He's got it. He's had it hard.
Yeah. So then, anyway, they take it upon themselves to put their hands on people, when obviously it's against the law. It's harassment.
Yeah.
The cops can never seem to do anything. I'm tired of women using me, abusing me.
I'm tired of women using me and abusing me. I'll never be. Andrea, you can use me and abuse me all you want, babe. It's okay. Andrea, I will never, if you want to use me and abuse me, it's all right. I give you my permission. It's all good. All right.
Lying to my face, tell me you like me on dates, and then you take my money, you cut me off, or you say I'm too short when you're about my height. It's ridiculous. And
you take my money, you cut me off when you're about my height. Jake Foley says, I want to feel bad for this guy, but then he starts talking. I know, me too. It's funny. Let's see, new member. Hey, Johnny Dollar, thanks for joining the channel. Lucas King says, I have a buddy like him. We all call him Captain Caveman, just full of blind rage and no sense of how important reach is in a fight like a chihuahua. Oh my God. You just hold him, you just put your hand out and hold him by his little forehead and let him just swing his arms at you. Oh my God. All right. guys brimming with rage. Mike Tochi, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the channel. Feel free to make use of the wide selection of Mike S. Miller emojis, which Mike S. Miller has given me permission. He's given me permission to make Mike S. Miller emojis, so be sure to use those. All right, here you go.
When you add all that up, I snap. So I fell on the ground. He put his knee on my back. He took my shirt over like.
Neutral Cargo says, I'm your left wing fan, mate. All right, cheers. It's great to have you here. So he put this guy on the ground. He had his knee on his back, and he took his shirt over his head. All right, let's see this.
And I had about this much breathing room, and it was getting hot quick. And I couldn't breathe. And that's basically it. That's what the video shows.
What do you think of the way the video's gone viral? It's gotten 20 million views.
I haven't even seen it, to be honest, because my phone's working slow. But I've heard all about it. I found out last night from a friend of mine. He goes,
that is, I mean, his story is the saddest thing in the world. Hold on a second. Look at his face when he said, I pity this guy. I mean, I know he's probably a degenerate. I know you're probably right. But look at him describe what happened to him, how he only had so much room and he couldn't breathe.
I fell on the ground. He put his knee on my back. He took my shirt over like this, and I had about this much breathing room, and it was getting hot quick.
It was getting
And I
hot.
couldn't breathe.
He couldn't breathe. Oh, it's so sad. The dude had he was giving him purple nurples. Oh my goodness. Purple nurples, wedgies. Oh my God. Swirlies. He was dangling loogies at him. Oh, it's awful. And it was high. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe in there. And that's what the video shows. I didn't see that. I didn't see the video showing any of that, honestly. I just saw some big clumsy oaf on top of him. Some big clumsy bald Long Island oaf on top of a little clumsy bald Long Island oaf. I don't know.
And that's basically it. That's what the video shows.
What do you think of the way the video's gone viral? It's gotten 20 million views.
I haven't
20
even
million.
seen it, to be honest, because my phone's working slow. But I've heard all about it. I found out last night from a friend of mine. He goes, "You're famous." I said, "What?" And he told me about the whole thing. And ever since 7 o'clock, it hasn't stopped. It's crazy.
Ted Rod, thanks for $1. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Yeah, this guy, he is famous. And yeah, he's gonna tell you some bad things about where he's at. What's a swirly? A swirly is a wet willy. You know what a wet willy is? A wet willy is when you stick your finger in your mouth and get it all wet with saliva, and you stick it in somebody's ear and you swirl it around. So it's a wet willy or swirly, same thing. All right, that's what it is. It's awful. You hate it. You hate getting another person spit in you, in your orifices, in your ears, awful, absolutely awful. New member, welcome Shuru. Welcome Shuru. All right, here we go. Let's continue.
I guess the message that I want to get across to this, along with 30 million other people that want me to interview with them,
30 million
is
people
addressing bullying.
Addressing bullying. Oh, this guy's been bullied. He's been bullied. John Connor says, "Swirly isn't your head forced into a flushing toilet?" Oh, I guess maybe. We called swirlies wet willies. They were the same thing. I guess it depends on where you grew up. New member says, "Welcome, Johan Ruinson Soy the 8th. Thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate you." Got a lot of new members here. It's kind of nice. Swirly is a toilet dunk, and flush. Okay, all right. Lucas King says, "Him talking about tall people sounds like De Niro talking about Trump." I really do feel sorry for the guy, though. I'm sure he's caught lots of crap. Yeah, I'm positive he has too. I like that his newfound fame. He really plans on using his newfound fame to make a difference, though, which is what I appreciate. Johnny Dollar says he literally lives in his van. Yeah, we're gonna find that out. We're gonna find that out. He hasn't had a shave in a while, but I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. I think it looks good. Maybe he shouldn't shave. All right, here we go.
It's going to end. I'm going to end it today. I'm the current prophet. I'm the current Martin Luther King.
All right, so this guy says he is going to end bullying. He is the current prophet of anti-bullying. He's the current Martin Luther King of. He might be Martin Short. I don't know if he's Martin Luther King of bullying. So this is his new mission on Earth. I guess is to spread the word of Jesus about anti-bullying and the civil rights of people who are bullied. The Martin Short.
And if nobody likes it, too bad. I'm not tolerating it anymore, and nobody else should, for that matter. If anybody had a kid in school and they were tolerating that, and the guy double your size who won't let you up is suffocating you, that's where I draw the line.
So you're saying you're the victim of bullying?
Oh yeah. Mind games, being used, bullying, it's over. I'm not taking it anymore. I've had people rob me in this town, then they walk right past me. I feed them. It's over.
I have people rob me in this town. They walk right past me and I feed them. Brian the Observer says, "I'm 5'3", but learned to fight dirty at a young age." Yeah, you really do. You have to be able to. You have to be able and willing to grab balls. When you're this small, you got to do what you got to do. You got to grab balls and yank or squeeze hard. That is important. Frank the Bunny 666 says Cecil died for our sins. Mars 10 says they robbed that tiny man. How could they rob this tiny man? How could they do it? Oh my God. Paul Contreras says Ethan's laughing at his pain. No, I don't think so. I think I feel extreme empathy for this guy. It's just the things that he's saying are funny, and I don't know what to say. Ebola Jones points out that I just said, as a quote, "You have to be willing to grab balls." In the year 2019, you do. What are you gonna do? Oh my God! What are you gonna do when you're this little guy? You're a little ventriloquist puppet. What are you gonna do? And you do get bullied. You walk around and people just look at you and they call you Midge. It's awful. It's got to be so painful. All right. They hold him upside down and they shake him. Oh, the indignity of it all is horrible. Oh, Death Dealer Zero says he needs adamantium claws. That would help. That's a start. That is a start. All right, so let's see what else he has to say here. So he's the prophet. He is the new Martin Luther King of being bullied for being short. It's about time.
Over. That's why I snapped. It all built up, and I've had enough. I've had enough.
What do you think?
So,
I mean, obviously there was quite a bit of anger though in that video.
Of course.
So.
Well, there were other things that recently happened to me. I was living in one apartment. The guy didn't tell me he foreclosed. 2 weeks later,
you go into these stories. No. Oh. Stop. Just because someone is pointing a microphone at you doesn't mean you have to tell them your entire life story. You don't have to tell them everything. The person with the microphone is chuckling at you. Johnny Go Blue, thanks for joining the channel. I appreciate it. Oh God, everything is a living hell. Everything. No, he's not Jersey. He's New York. This guy has nothing to do with New Jersey. This guy's in Cecil's neighborhood. You know, this guy's in Cecil's neighborhood, not mine. Jake Foley says, I watched his videos last night. Heightism exists, but this guy plays into it. He also likes explaining his entire life to complete strangers. Well, we're seeing that now. Like, I would say, nah, he couldn't. But we're actually seeing that now. He likes to talk about everything that goes on with his life. Something about internet culture has made people believe in telling their own autobiographies like they're celebrities. Everybody's watched E! True Hollywood Stories, and now they want to have one too. Except nobody cares. You know. Yeah, I disavow this guy as a New Jerseyan. He's not. No, it's not a Jersey accent. Trust me. That is not a Jersey accent, man. That is Long Island. That's Billy Tucci. Spike and Madness says, I don't care about him. Where's his pot of gold? Mike Dalton says, a diminutive pissed off Eeyore. Oh, that's what it is. Ryan says, how come you haven't lost weight yet? Oh, that's not... Ryan, why do we have to talk about me right now? We're talking about how short this guy is. Ryan, can't we just keep it to how short this small angry man is? Why does it have to be about me and weight and being fat? That's not funny. Mark C, thanks for $5, says, imagine going to Coney Island as a middle-aged man and not being able to ride the cyclone. Oh, that's better. Now we're laughing at other people again and not me. Yeah, all right, let's start this. Let's start this up.
after I moved in, I ended up getting a flood in my basement. I moved to another place. She was a total witch. Did so many things for her. Shelled money out for her to buy furniture on Craigslist, and she just turned out to be a witch. So I left. So now I'm living in my van.
Honestly, I think we're listening to Hansel. I think his sister Gretel. I think he's telling a true story here. Count Giraffe says, hey, Uncle E, can I link my friend's Kickstarter comic? It looks great and only a few days left. I don't know if you're going to be able to, but you can certainly send it to me on Twitter, and I will retweet it out, man. Good luck. Lucas Kings, thanks for $10, says, I went to school with 16-year-old third graders. I know how he feels. My Marine mom pep talked me one day about bullying, and I almost killed a kid with a math book while sitting in his desk. LOL. Yikes. Yeah. Absolutely dangerous, man. Okay, let's go.
By choice.
Oh, we missed that part. Hold on. This is important.
Shell money out for her to buy furniture on Craigslist, and she just turned out to be a witch. So I left. So now I'm living in my van by choice.
It's always your choice. If you're living in your van, it better be by choice. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, welcome. Muddy Mudskipper says that Hansel is so hot right now. Which is on Long Island, says John Robertson. Dancing Mike says, thanks for $2. Says, amazing how nothing is his fault. No, and the stuff that he's doing, no, you know what? He takes responsibility for it. He's living in his van, and he wanted to, because he was living in the witch's house, the witch's candy house. He did a lot of things for that witch. And, she turned out to be a witch. He escaped the oven, and now he's living in his van down by the river by choice. God, I live in a van. Like, how bad could things get? Live in a van. How do you shower? You have to go somewhere to use the bathroom, I assume. I guess you don't shave, but at least you still eat bagels. At least you still get bagels. Jokester says that van is actually like a mansion to him. That's true. That's true. All right.
But this has been going on all my life, and the manipulation, the dishonesty. I'm just sick of it. Bird's home at my parents' house right now, but that's basically it, man. And I've had enough. Literally had enough.
What?
And I ask people, just be honest with me. Don't waste my time or your time.
Yeah.
And people just don't.
The reporter's like, yeah, okay. You know what? The guy was honest with you, though. The guy told you to shut the F up, and then he jumped on you. Like, I've never seen a big dude like that move. I mean, that was like he was in midair, and he just kind of threw his body at you and then threw you to the ground, and apparently pulled your shirt up over your head, and it was really hot, and you couldn't breathe. He was honest with you. I appreciate his honesty.
They don't seem to care at all. Now, I don't know more either. And now look at what happened.
Right.
Right?
What message would you have for the people at that bagel boss?
F you.
Grow the hell up and get over it.
Grow the hell up and get up. By the way, look how much we have left. And I think that's the clip part. I think grow the hell up and get over it would be the part that's on the news. In the meantime, he's got a small child behind him making fun of him. Like, that's the most embarrassing thing. And the child is bigger than he is. That's the most embarrassing part of this. When you're spilling your guts about living in a van and people beating your ass your whole life. You got a kid making little gestures behind you. God, it's the ultimate humiliation. All right, let's keep going.
You're you, you're this, you're you, you're that, you're in here. Grow up. Now, if God wanted everybody to look the same, you know how boring that would be? You don't walk into an ice cream parlor and see 15 things of strawberry ice cream. No, God meant it to be all different. And if anybody's going to judge me or this or that, then screw you. I'm not taking
He's justifying himself. He's saying God meant for people. I don't think God really meant for, I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm not sure about that. I don't think God wanted that much variety. After all, God wants everybody to behave the same. God supposedly made everyone in his image. Like, is God 5 feet tall? I don't think so. Count Giraffe, thanks for $5. If anyone is interested, it's called Lost Owl Kingdom on Kickstarter. I don't have a Twitter. Sorry, Uncle E. Okay. Lost Owl Kingdom on Kickstarter. Nathan Wittis, thank you for $1 and another $1. Ryan, thanks for $10. I want to be a successful writer, and when I show my friends my stories, they say they love my characters' personalities, but my plots are either derivative or suck. How do I improve? Oh, wow, that's a tough question. They love your characters, but your plots are derivative or suck. Well, stop stealing plots from other things. I mean, start thinking. Try to think of something original. Ask Cecil. Cecil, by the way, Cecil's working on Rainbow Brute with me, and this is the second time that Cecil's come to me with I'm like, this is what I want to do, and he comes back and goes, no, don't do anything like that. Maybe do this, and I'm like, but that's the whole point of the story. And he's like, yeah, but what if like this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, Cecil. See, that guy's original. That guy is not being derivative of me. I'm not saying he doesn't suck. I'm just saying that he's not being derivative of anything I'm offering him. He's going down his own path, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Very important. Yeah, subvert expectations. That's another good piece of advice from Savage Gaming. Subvert everyone's expectations. All right. Why is this guy blaming God for being 5 feet tall? All right, let's keep looking.
Anymore. But don't put your hands on me.
Don't put your hands on me. Oh, it's a simple request. Just don't put your hands on me. This guy's, his one wish, his life would be so much better if people would stop putting their hands on him. Mark C says, I've had it up to here as he jumps. Oh, it's awful. Dynamo says he's clearly 4'10". He's probably exaggerating about being 5 feet. Oh my God. All right.
Especially when you're twice my size. I'm not putting up with that.
What kind of attention?
How could he be twice your size? That would make him 8 foot. I've never seen an 8 foot person before. Dynamo says this dwarf is lying. This dwarf is lying about being 5. Oh, it's not funny. It's not funny. Don't laugh at people's pain. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing at his pain. I'm laughing at how angry he is. I'm not laughing at his pain. I'm not laughing at his personal plight. I feel bad for him. I have empathy. My heart goes out. My heart goes out to him. Liam Gray says, this guy has a really short temper. Oh my God. Yeah, he does. He's on a short fuse. You're exactly right. Alpha Azuru says he's 1/3 of Doug. Yeah, that's something else. That's probably true. Vasan Kasai says it's twice the volume, not height. Think of your girth. Your belt is longer than that guy. That's not, you don't have to, I wouldn't put it that way. Aaron C says he needs to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight. Oh, that would be good. See, that would be better. I mean, at least they would be on the, they'd be on the same level. I don't know how tall Justin Bieber is, but I imagine he's a pretty big kid. Aaron C says he needs to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight. Oh, you just said that. Did you say it twice? Oh, you gave me $4 to say the same thing. Well, thank you. Vinny from Brooklyn says, EVS, that was a low blow. Everybody's coming in with the short jokes now. I definitely appreciate them. All right, let's keep going.
What kind of attention have you gotten from that video?
Are you kidding me?
Tell me.
Like I said, the guy told me this morning, you celebrities. I said, yeah, I didn't believe him. I was in Massapequa, where my parents lived. I retreated for a while to get away. So my friend called me last night. He goes, I got to talk to you. I says, about what? I says, are you okay? So he told me, I says, no way. He says, come here and meet me. So I met him here last night, and his girlfriend showed me 50 million views. I says, are you?
Garrick B says EVS is punching down today. Well, I mean,
And she says, yeah. So I was like, I didn't expect this. I just wanted to get my message across and be on my way. But that's it. I'm your modern day prophet. I'm your modern day Martin Luther King. You don't like it? You want to put a bullet in my head?
What the fuck? You're a modern day prophet. You're Martin Luther King. You don't like it? You want to put a bullet in my head? No, I just don't like it. I don't need to put a bullet in your head. Can't we compromise? Isn't there something in between just not liking the dumb things you say and murdering you and blowing your head off? I don't want to do that. Orbital 1970 Goat says these jokes are below Ethan. Thank you. Well, they're not. Well, I guess, yeah, they are. They are. Let's see. Jake Foley says he's 4'11". In the original video, he said the guy was 3 times his size, so he got attacked 15 foot What? Churro 77 need to pass the shorter than a Hobbit act. That would be nice. Oh my god. Why did he say that? Why did he say you don't like it? You want to put no, nobody wants to do that. You have to look out for yourself. Oh my god, my hat flew off my head. All right, let me put it back on. Michael Ross said, "Are you laughing or dying?" Both. Both. Like, just I'm cringing. Like, the cringe is unbelievable. Like, I'm deeply concerned. I'm deeply concerned for this guy. Yeah, I would like to send him a fruit basket. Cecil says, got 65,000 views for pretending to be this guy for a day. Good for you. Yannick says he has delusions of grandeur. By the way, Cecil, I had people cursing my name over this. You know, like, people were like, yeah, I felt sorry for him until I found out that he associated with Ethan Van Sciver. At that point, even this guy becomes the devil. Horrible. These SJWs, pitiless, absolutely pitiless. All right, here we go.
With John Lennon's head, or his head for wanting peace.
Wait. I didn't follow that entirely. Oh, I like this face. Hold on. Come on. All right, here we go.
You me? And she says, yeah. So I was like, I didn't expect this. I just wanted to get my message across and be on my way. But that's it. I'm your modern day prophet. I'm your modern day Martin Luther King. You don't like it? You want to put a bullet in my head with John Lennon's head or his head for wanting peace? Too bad.
Okay, so I'm your modern day prophet. I'm your modern day Martin Luther King. You don't like it? You want to put a bullet in my head or John Lennon's head or his head for wanting peace? Too bad. Too bad. Liam Gray says, do you know about the town the midgets from The Wizard of Oz built after the movie? It was drugs and booze and fighting. Hilarious. Sounds like a good time. Yeah. I don't want to put a bullet in John Lennon's head. I don't. I think it's already been done.
I'm not changing.
What do you mean when you say modern day prophet?
Meaning I'm basically taking what they were believing in and try to get across the world. And
look at the kid, by the way. You got to look at the kid in the background. He is thoroughly amused by this adult. We have to remember that, we're modeling behavior for children every single day. And they're not stupid. Like they're looking, children are looking at us as adults and they know how stupid we are. They do know. This kid knows that this guy's a jackanape. He knows, dude. He knows that he is a human butthole. And it's like, it's how embarrassing. Dante and Ravina says, little Jussie lied and Cecil lied. We all got bagel dicked. Oh boy, I didn't think of it that way. Jam Create says that IHOP, does he get a short stack? All right.
Bring it to a heightened level. I'm basically doing their work and I'm continuing like they're alive in spirit.
Why would he say that?
We're believing in and try to get across the world, and I'm bringing it to a heightened level.
No, you're not. You're not bringing it to a heightened level. You're only 4'11". Surely they had it like whatever level they had it at was higher than the level that you're at. I mean, or could possibly bring it to. John Lennon wasn't a short man. He brought it to a pretty high level. You can't bring it to a heightened level above him. Not without a ladder. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm basically doing their work and I'm continuing like they're alive in spirit.
Have you seen the video?
No, I don't. I lived it, man.
Would you watch it?
Yeah, I watch it. Why not? But you probably can't see it too well. I mean, I haven't seen it, but
yeah.
You want
to watch it now?
No, I don't really care.
You want to watch it now? Are you sure? Take a few minutes. It'll take a minute 30 for you to watch it. Nah. Are you sure? Nah. Have you seen it? Nah. Do you want to see it? Nah. Just watch it, dude. You're doing the work of John Lennon. You're doing the work of Martin Luther King. You're a modern day prophet, but you're bringing it to a heightened level. That's a good day's work. Those guys had their hands full, and they were just themselves. You're all of them. You're keeping it going. I appreciate it.
You know what? I was thinking about it. Like, I even would have let all of that go, but the fact that I couldn't breathe, really, like that was it.
Yeah,
that was traumatizing. That was it. And he would not let me get off the ground.
Look at the kid.
He was like a heavy turtle on my back. Like,
So he wouldn't let me go. He was like a heavy turtle on my back. That's the worst. Jeff Bartlett says, Ethan, stop this. Be the bigger man. Sure77 says, this proves that the shorter you are, the more angry you are. I think I'm pretty even keeled at 6 feet. Yeah, Church, that's exactly how tall I am. And I could give a damn. But you know what? I think about it a lot. And I'm like, if I were 5 feet tall, I don't know if you're that short. Or 4'11". He's 4'11". If you're that short, I guess it's on your mind all the time. It's got to be on your mind all the time. Oh, come on now. Did I just lose it?
Hey, tell me in your own words what happened yesterday.
All right, let me get where I was.
just like, I even would have let all of that go. But the fact that I couldn't breathe, really, like, that was it.
That was it.
That was traumatizing. That was it. And he would not let me get off the ground.
Yeah.
He was like a heavy turtle.
Turtle. That was the word you were reaching for. JBD says it could be worse. He could be mundane Matt. Yeah, he could always be mundane Matt. That is the absolute worst. Like, at least this guy isn't boring. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is not a boring liar. One thing that you can say about this guy is he's not boring and he's not a liar. I'm fascinated by him and he's not lying to me. And I don't think he's going to dox me. I also don't think he's going to false flag my video. So he is better than mundane Matt. Mike Jenkins says he's Tim Doyle's soulmate. Oh, I imagine he would be. Tim Doyle is also very, very short. Very, very short. I don't know if he's 4'11". I think he's like 5'3". So, but if like there were a Matryoshka doll of douchebags, you know, those Russian nesting dolls. If there was a Russian nesting doll of douchebags, like this guy would be directly inside Tim Doyle, you know, and they'd slowly build up until like movie Bob Chipman would be like the ultimate. Like when you got your Matryoshka doll, and you know it would be of douchebags, it would be Bob Chipman, and then you would open it up and it would be Chuck Wendig, and then you would open it up and it would be Tim Doyle, and then you'd open it up and it would be this guy, you know, and then you would open it up and I don't know. I could think of a bad joke, but I won't make that joke now. I won't make Sargon jokes. I don't believe in that. All right, so let's go forward here.
My back, like 3 big bags of sugar, and I could not get him off me.
He couldn't.
What happened at the 7-Eleven? You posted some.
Look at what is the kid doing back here? What is the kid doing? Yeah, Ron Soy could be in there. Ron Soy's even shorter than this guy, I think. For goodness sakes. What is this kid doing, man? He's having a good time.
Videos from 7-Eleven.
Oh, I posted a whole bunch. I had former business partners rob me money. I mean, you know, they're acting like my best friend. I had a partner when I first started my cleaning company. I had
this
guy,
kid,
Al, who was,
this kid doesn't give a darn. This guy's like, I had everybody rob me. Everyone's betrayed me. My business partners have taken money from me, and this guy's just back here having a great time, man. This kid's just like ducking down, smiling, enjoying the show. He's enjoying being blurry. He's enjoying being blurred out behind this guy. Let's see. Hyoga Saint says, who's the biggest soy boy you ever saw? I would say Kieran Shiak is the biggest soy boy I've ever seen. You know, he's such a douchebag, and he's dirty and poor and really like he's a social justice warrior. I think that's it. I think he is. But I have to say, Ron Toy was pretty startling. I've never seen anything like Ron Toy before. That was upsetting. In terms of soy boys, that guy was definitely soy based. All right.
my supposed financial advisor who tried stealing money from me, but I got that back. That's a 15-minute video. It's called Albert Kaleo, the con artist, and then put mine in. Yeah, that's 15 minutes. And then I had another partner who I met through him in Canada, and we were starting to get an online business store. Yeah. Well, needless to say, he jerked around. He never finished the work, and he robbed me $175. We each paid half of the website, and he never paid me back. That and all the made me snap. And I'm done. I am done, bro. So, all right. The 7-Eleven, which one?
The one where the guys asked you how tall you were.
Oh, that. Okay, so when I had I lost a major
oh
account.
God. Oh, it's just rubbing his eyes. Let's see. Dancing Mike says Scott Snyder would be inside this guy. I don't know if Scott Snyder's a douchebag. I wouldn't say that. Scott's Mind says so bold. If he's half the man he claims to be, he's a warrior prophet. I got to agree with that. New member, welcome, Mr. X Alliance. Thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate you. If you guys are not yet members of the channel, you can easily do that right next to the subscribe button. There is a join button. Feel free. Atheismo says that kid is so distracting. He's having a good time, though. He has no respect for this guy's pain. Look at him rubbing his eye. That is pain. Atro77 says, wow, he's getting everything out while he can. Yeah, again, you put a microphone in front of some people's faces and they just, especially, I don't know what it is. I don't think wealthy people would do this for the most part. I think it's extremely impoverished people. Put a microphone in front of their face and they want to justify themselves to you, which is what this guy's doing. He just wants to justify himself and everything that's going on and why he's on a video. That's what he's spilling his guts now. Deucey the Snowman says, make the little things count. Teach this man math. That's a great idea. Teach him math. All right.
A $900 a week account.
Yeah.
They didn't even tell me about it. I walked in there. None of the doctors knew. They didn't even tell the doctors. So the pharmacy, right. So there was a gas station out. I had to go there twice a day at 9 at night and like 4 in the morning. So I went back there at 4 in the morning and I go in there to get a coffee and I go up to the counter and the guy goes, how tall are you? Then, like 2 weeks later, after I had to leave this apartment, lost my account, I was already pissed as it is. I go in this 7-Eleven up here, and that Pakistani guy goes, what is your height? Doesn't say good morning.
Everywhere he goes, it's a $900 a week account. And everywhere he goes, people go, what is your height? How tall are you? They don't say hi to him. They want to know how tall he is. And, I don't even know why they're asking him. First of all, if you walk into a 7-Eleven, you walk right by a ruler. You walk right by that because, you need to be able to describe the height of the person who just robbed you. So there's a ruler inside every door. So that you could easily tell that this guy is, 4'11", 4'10", something like that. So I don't know why they ask him. Jokester says he owns the world's smallest violin. Oh my god. Oh, we're almost done. Can you imagine being the news reporter who got this stuff? It's just I don't know what we're gonna pull from this. I really don't know what we're gonna put on TV for a 10-second spot. I have no idea.
This is 5 in the morning. And I snap. I says, dude, shut the hell up. I'm tired of this. I can't even go to the store and get a coffee without being harassed. Leave me the hell alone. If you don't want to say hello, good morning, don't talk to me. I'm not answering anybody who does not do anything but degrade me anymore. My blood, I have diabetes. I don't need that.
Oh, we don't. Don't harass him. He has high blood pressure and diabetes. I've never seen a really short person with diabetes before. I've never seen that. Dr. Evilface is trying to spell out phonetically how he talks. Coffee. That's about right. There's an extra, it's coffee. Yeah. Starticon DM says they f you a bagel boss. Okay, they f you a bagel boss. Diabetes. Rhett Peterson says he ate a whole packet of M&Ms and almost OD'd. I know. Taro, this poor guy. This poor fellow. Ray from New Jersey says, do you feel bad now, Ethan? No, not really. I don't. I feel like I was told something I didn't want to know. Yeah, this guy's got diabetes too, Mac 450. There are a ton of reasons why you should feel sorry for this guy. I don't know why you guys don't feel sorry for him like I do. Mr. X Alliance says this man is clearly an incel. When society rejects a man, he hides into his parents' basement. When women reject him, he turns into a monster. This guy's an incel. He is an incel. This is what they're talking about. Ray from New Jersey, he's an incel. Listen to him talk about the way women treat him. He talks about women as if women are all the same. And they've all mistreated him. And they've stolen his money and, whipped his ass. And, that's what women do. And they tell him that he's 5 foot, he should be dead. Oh, he's an incel. I don't know. That's what it is. You're like angry all the time over women.
Well,
Right.
I'm tired of it.
Okay.
You know, so
I mean, I understand that
Oh,
you know
calm
you're
down, my
stressed
friend.
out with everything that's happening.
yeah.
Do you think maybe some of the outbursts might be a little too much, a little
On
uncalled
occasion,
for?
I mean, look, we have a good days and bad days.
I love that. That is true. That is true. And I like the way he made it plural, or the editorial way. He said, you know, we have our good days or bad days. She said, you know, don't you think some of this might be a little bit out of line? He's like, yeah. You know, maybe sometimes we have our good days and our bad days. Today's a bad day. The guy's stressed out. He just became an e-celeb overnight. It takes, you know what? Nobody who wants to be an e-celeb is a good person. I don't think. Most people who want to be e-celebs are a little bit nutty. Who am I thinking of? People, you become an e-celeb on accident, hopefully. If you're seeking to be an e-celeb, you're a little bit nutty. Jam Crate says, it's the L.I. accent, Long Island accent. It's clear as day to me. Yeah, of course it is. Joe Dart says, hey, Ethan, let's crowdfund him a trip to Disney World. Never mind, he's too short to ride anything. I know. Nevercold says, yourself? No, I don't want to be an e-celeb. You know. Of course not. But yeah, I mean, this guy just found himself as one, like overnight, and he's a little bit freaked out by it. When you say 20 million people have watched you get pounced at a bagel shop and get your ass beat after you told everybody you were picking a fight with everyone, you know, it's like that's got to be a shock to the system. No wonder he's you know, yammering into this microphone.
You know, but when you've been through 3-4 decades of this, no, I totally justify it. And if anybody doesn't, I'm sorry. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I have mine. Everyone has theirs, and I'm sticking to it. You know, and a lot of people for many years would do that. They would play the reverse psychology and make me feel like the bad guy. No more, because then what they do is they're really softening you up so you forgive them for them to do it again. It's a game. Well, that's over.
Your name is Chris Morgan.
Yes, it is.
Oh, then did they have to do that? Did they have to do that? They did that on purpose. They totally did that on purpose. They pulled the camera, just fast wired the camera out so that you could actually see. Oh, Katana Cat says, give him a bagel for the night. He'll be a new man. Oh, what a terrible thing that they just did to this man. Horrible. Jesus Fred says, got him. Oh, where's that little boy? Where's the little boy that I guess he's still behind him there? What a douchebag in a blue suit interviewing him, just letting him spill his guts. I would turn my microphone and camera off and I'd be like, hey, shh, just settle down. You know, you don't need to do this. You don't need to tell everyone everything. The world doesn't need to know you're diabetic. You know, we don't want to make like, look, I don't think you're a joke. So don't let me make you a joke. You settle down. Wow. Ryan, thanks for $50. Your advice is to stop stealing ideas. That's helpful coming from a guy retelling Battletoads without the sexy goth queen main antagonist. Because why have a really hot chick as the villain instead of a space bugs? Now I'm off to rip off Lovecraft. Got him, I guess. Thank you, Ryan, for thank you for $50, my friend. Pwned. Yeah. No, I think my advice to you would be to think originally. If somebody is telling you that you are ripping something off and you feel like maybe you are, then that is something to be concerned about. But, you know, for goodness sakes. Thank you. All right, here we go.
45.
All right.
That's
Thanks.
correct.
Can you tell me? You said you're 5 feet.
5 feet.
5 feet
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
And that's it.
That would make this dude 7 feet tall. There's no way he's 5 feet tall. Oh, and there's the kid back there. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Jam Crate says, first Amy Fisher, now this. If not for Cecil, I would be ashamed to be a Long Islander. Yeah, it's not only that, though. It's Billy Tucci. I think Billy Tucci ultimately makes Long Island okay. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so a very sad story and more information than any of us ever really needed on this guy. way more information. Cecil says Inside Edition sent a hot Glamazon to interview him. Yeah. You mean the guy? Infernal Iris says, I'm 5'2". No way he's only 2 inches shorter than me. Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, so what's this? Earthworm Jim news. Daniel Duke says, hey, Earthworm Jim just met the American Kaiju hair goal. I don't know what that means. Did he get to 600,000 yet? Let's check in on Earthworm Jim real quick. Andrew's like, are you feeling better yet? I'm like, I don't know. I've still got like phlegm. I've still got phlegm. Let's see here. No, we're getting there though. I said that he would get. My predictions have been right on with this campaign. It's as if I've done a few of these. It's as if I've witnessed a few Indiegogo campaigns, and I can kind of sense what's going on. I said that at the 12-hour point, he would hit 600,000. And he's at the 12-hour point, and he's about $3,000 away from hitting 600,000. And ultimately, my prediction is he lands at 650 or 660,000. That's my final. I mean, he could go further than that. 12 hours to go. Could you do another 100? Oh, it's possible. 12 hours is a long. The last 12 hours is, that's when things happen. Unhinged Crank says, chopping down trees later, Caesar. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you mean my shirt? People Circus says, where did he find shorts? Are they hot pants? The Buzz General says, Cecil and John ogling that Glamazon. Great stream. What Glamazon? You mean the woman back there? Was she special? She didn't look special to me. All right, let's see. Did we get to 597? Boom. Yeah, so I'm pretty much right. We're gonna get to 600,000 with this campaign. With 12 at the 12-hour point, and from there, I mean, my original guess was 650, but it's quite possible that this campaign will see 700 from here. Let's see, how does it usually work? It's like the last 24 hours are the same as the first 48 hours usually, and I don't remember what the first 48 hours of this campaign were, but it's very, very, very impressive and super, super cool, very encouraging. Your boy Zach is doing he's doing Jawbreaker's God King. And let me show you this. This is also similarly encouraging. Jawbreaker's God King, he is moving at 175% of the pace, of the speed that he was moving at the first time around. He did a graph. He's following this. I don't know if I don't know how people do that. I don't understand how you can follow a graph about this. But he is following a graph, and he can see that he is at 175%, which means I would say that where's he going to end up? 600,000. If he just keeps, the campaign going. I mean, ultimately, when he closes this campaign down, he should be at 600,000. If that's kind of following that trend line. But I don't remember how long his campaign was even open. I'm expecting to see similar things. Hold on a second. Yeah, just had to clear my throat. Horrible. Yeah, I'm expecting to see similar things from Graveyard Shift 2. I mean, when we see Graveyard Shift 2 go up, John Malin, that's going to kind of just follow. It's going to kind of show the progress of Comicsgate. If this campaign's moving the way it is, Lone Star went from Lone Star 1 to Lone Star 2 with a pretty big jump. I want to see Graveyard Shift doing the same thing. I think I need to see Graveyard Shift hit about 150,000. And I think that's possible. We'll see. It's all pretty encouraging. I mean, people who said, look, this isn't going to work, or this is not feasible, or it's not long-term. This is the future. There's no... there is no this is not sustainable. It is sustainable. You're selling books to customers, but you're doing it directly. Of course it's sustainable. Unhinged Crank says Nick is doing Vic's Depot tonight. Oh man, I saw I caught a peek at Vic's deposition, and I saw something I didn't like. I don't know if Vic is good at this, man. I mean, who's good at being deposed? by enemy counsel. Johnny Dollar says EVS is Dutch today. EVS is Dutch, but today he's Flemish. Thank you for that. Here's what I saw Vic say, and I'm not happy about this. This makes me sad. So, opposing counsel asked them. They said something like, don't you think it's weird for a man in his mid to late 50s to be kissing on 14-year-old girls? And Vic said, yeah, in most circumstances that would be weird. And the guy said, the judge or the other lawyer said, well, what circumstances would it not be weird to be kissing a 14-year-old girl when you're a 55-year-old man? And Vic said, I don't know, like if she asks for it. And I went, no, Vic, no. There's some, I understand what he meant. But, if she asks for it is not the correct answer, to that question. The question is, no, 50-year-old men kiss 14-year-old girls all the time. It happens. You kiss them on the cheek. Father does it. Uncle does it. She comes over to meet me. I give her a little peck on the cheek. It's friendly. You'd have to be a really weird, really sicko pedophile pervert to think that what I do to my fans is anything out of line or gross. I go like this, mwah, on their cheek. They're children. Do you kiss your infant daughter on the cheek? Yes, of course you do. No big deal. But yeah, the way he said it was really bad. So I guess tonight, if you're gonna watch Nick Rekieta's stream, hopefully he'll hit that. There are a couple of really, really cringeworthy moments in that. But again, when you're under the lights and you have when you have a microphone in front of you and you're being asked questions, sometimes it's not easy to say the right thing. Kibble Wibble says, oh, stop, just wait to see it. Yeah, no, I'm waiting to see it. Deucey the Snowman says, damn, EVS looking patriotic as F today. Thank you. Other people think I look like a lumberjack. No, I'm wearing I had my, I was sort of tank top down here so I could go out in the pool every now and then. And I just threw on a shirt so I could do a live stream. I'm working hard today. Getting a lot of stuff done. Getting a lot of drawings done. Getting ready for Rainbow Brute. Following some suggestions from Mike S. Miller. One suggestion from Mike S. Miller. I really like the early bird special idea. But the only way I would do an early bird special, I'm going to have Rainbow Brute prepared and ready to go. I'm going to have most of it done. I'm going to have all the art ready to go. I'm going to have photographs of all of the things ready, all the items ready for the campaign before we do it. And early bird special is going to be something else. It's going to be something. It's going to be special, and it's going to be limited to a certain number, and it's going to be pretty unique. I'm talking to somebody who makes lunch boxes, classic tin lunch boxes. And the Rainbow Brute Early Bird Special, of which there will be a limited number, is going to be an oversized lunch box filled with Rainbow Brute comics and prints, and the scratch and sniff stickers, trading cards, and maybe even, I'm working on this. Remember that Rainbow Brute is all about taking girls' stuff from the 80s and then making it for guys, repurposing it, making it cool. I want to get a smelly eraser. I want to get one of those erasers that girls had in school. A Rainbow Brute eraser. And put that in there too. I'm just asking, what can we get? What can we get made? So that's going to be the early bird special, and there's going to be other things too. I mean, I'm gonna break it out. We're going to try this campaign a little bit different. We're still going to try to keep it linear and simple. I don't want to offer too many items. But there will be special events along the way. And so my early bird special is going to be the best early bird special that there could possibly be. Also, a big thing that I learned is that, and Andrea asked me this, she's just like, look, when you're doing Rainbow Brute, just send the covers to press right away. Because the way it works is that, these special covers, I want to do like a rainbow prism cover for Rainbow Brute. It's going to take 6 weeks just to print the cover. So I'm going to print the covers way ahead of time, just way in advance. We'll have the stacks of the covers all ready to go. And then once the book is printed, the covers will already be there. Everything will be pretty easy peasy. Learning some lessons. I don't want to be late this time. I never want to be late again with one of these campaigns. I realize how serious it is. I realize how serious it is to like say the book is going to come out at this time and then actually beat it by 3 months. It's going to come out this time. You're not expecting it until this date, and you're going to get it 3 months early. And I'm going to have it all wound up and ready to go. Rainbow Brute's going to be beautiful. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Midnight Joker says, the smell my finger shaped eraser. That's possible. A Rainbow Brute Tampax. No, it has to be. I think it's for guys. I mean, even though I like the idea, we're definitely are going to have girls, women buying it. I want everything to be for guys. Mark Jane says, yeah, right. Jeff Bartlett says, Earthworm Jim has added $10,000 or $1,000 since you checked it. Still climbing. Yeah, it's gonna hit 60,000 within the hour, pretty soon. So that's good. That's great. We want that thing to get. If we can get that thing to 70 or 700,000, that's what we need to do. It just changes everything. Every time other people set new benchmarks, it gives us other goalposts to swing for. It makes the possibilities wider. You can do bigger things. Infernal Iris says, I was a huge Lisa Frank fan as a kid. Still have a bunch of old merch. I'd love some Rainbow Brute stationery. That'd be so awesome. Comic Conservative says, Rainbow Brute is going to be epic. Can I get a shout out for my channel? Yeah, absolutely. Go check out the Comic Conservative channel. Comic Conservative. All right, let me just check and read any super chats that I missed out on, and I'll wrap up and get back to work. I just really needed to do that. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Hold on a second here. Again, everything is difficult. Everything has to be difficult. All right. Opening super chats in a new window. And begin. Jonk Louis Fillet, thank you for joining the channel. Monkey D Cam says, afternoon, Uncle E. Hope you're doing all righty today. I'm doing great, except for my throat, which is still a little bit rough. Paul Kepu, thanks for joining. Two Hands, it tells us that the video made it on Hannity last night. I heard it made it around like all the media sites. Thunderbird, thanks for joining. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Johnny Dollar is a new member. Thank you. Mike Tachi is a new member. Thank you. Sharu, Johan Ruinson Soy the 8th. Thank you. Let's see. Him. Okay, read that one. Johnny Go Blue, thank you for joining the channel. And let's see. Oh, Ryan's been giving me hell this whole time. He's the one who said, how come you haven't lost weight yet? Let's see. Went to school with their... Let's see. He needed to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight. A lot of good short jokes. I really appreciate the short jokes. Dad jokes are good too. Tim Doyle still won't accept my boxing challenge, says Brian the Observer. Why not? He trains. Isn't he training to be a boxer? Why wouldn't he want to box you? Scotsmine says, so bold. If he's half the man he claims to be, he's a warrior prophet. Mr. X Alliance is a new member. Make the little things count. Teach this man math. I got it. All right, I got the joke. That went right over my head. Another short joke. Let's see. And then I give him a bang on. There's Ryan. Ryan, thanks for the $50 chat. It's not Battletoads, dude. It's nothing like Battletoads. You'll see. Just because it's a frog doesn't mean it's Battletoads. Oh, Jake Foley says, has anyone ever told you look like the wrestler Road Dogg? Google him. It's freaky. Yeah, somebody else told me that too. you know, yeah. Ryan says, I'm not saying EVS is gay. Ryan's busting my balls, but he's giving me money. He says he did rip off Battletoads and left out their sexy big titty goth queen. Draw your own conclusions. Love you, EBS. It's not Battletoads, Ryan. You're gonna have to believe me about that. And Heather Swain is way better than the goth queen. Way better. Comic Conservative, Infernal Iris, DD, pay-per-view fight, Cecil versus Bagel Boy. Yellow Flash 2 says streaming with your boy Zach tonight at 9. Hey, cool, man. I'm glad. Yeah, boy Zach's got to get around. He's got to be on other people's channels and get the word out. Edge Scarborough is a new member. Thank you. Snarkticon DM says, I had short jokes, but the guy standing on the book, I had short jokes, but the guy is standing on the book. I keep them in. Chimera Comics says, I like this guy, man. Let's rise up. I don't know if I like him or not, but he is he's going to be a meme for a little while. I think he has entered the meme lexicon, and get ready to see this guy all over Twitter. All right, everyone. I want to thank you very much for joining me. My throat is completely dried out now, and I'm going to have to go drink about a gallon of water, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Steve White says he kicks off at everybody. New member, Jay Gatt, thank you for joining. Ray from New Jersey says, I worry about that little guy. I kind of do too. I mean, he's in a van. He's clearly very, very angry. He needs to have some friends go over there and make sure he's okay. And Spellsock says short stream. Yeah, I told you it would be. I just have one story today. All right, guys. I'll see you probably later on tonight with another video. Bye-bye.